The year is 2014 and 20-year-old me started playing a game called Destiny. Not really knowing much about it. A good friend's recommendation and the promise of a good time together turned out to be a good combination, and boy, a good time it was. After a while. Destiny at launch was far from perfect. Many people hated on the game and first impressions and reviews weren't nice to say the least. Bungie, the studio that created the Halo franchise, just didn't satisfy a lot of the expectations people had for their new IP. Though gunplay and game feel were just unmatched and still are to this day, in my opinion. Immediately hooking me and many other players to the gameplay. I met a lot of great people back then and was really the golden age of Destiny to me. The first raids, the style and smoothness of gameplay, and the weapons. I even made 3 hunters and leveled them up because I was asked to do the swordbearer in the Crota raid so often by my clan and friends, and with my beloved hunter I just had the right movement to do it without fail. Yeah, those were the good old times. Over 3 years and countless hours that I poured into the game quickly became a big part of my life. And the best thing was the friends I made along the way. And even though I didn't like how a lot of the game was handled, how expansions rolled out and basically forced you to buy them if you wanted to play the game, Destiny 1 was still a magical place to me, and I hold and love the nostalgic memories of that time. There was and still is nothing quite like Destiny. The themes of light and darkness, fighting for what is right, teamwork and standing against all odds in the name of humanity are themes that I feel deeply connected to and that resonate with me in my personal life and my soul. So when Destiny 2 released in 2017, it hurt my soul. All the progress me and my friends made, gone. Reset for a sequel that I definitely didn't ask for, and a discontinuation of the work and love I poured into my characters. The memories of weapons that I freaked out on when I got them. Looking at you, Gjallarhorn. But since it was Destiny, my favorite game at that time, I started playing Destiny 2 still. Until I didn't anymore. For me, the damage done was too much. I just didn't like a lot of the changes, content vaulting, making the game smaller and worse, and boy, don't get me started on microtransactions in this premium high cost to entry game that released with less content than the first one had to offer. FOMO design, where you constantly had to feel like you had to do things to make the expansion you bought worth it before they inevitably remove it from the game. It just didn't feel the same anymore. And the thing about FOMO is, once you've missed enough, you stop caring and it deters you from engaging with the game at all. So I quit in 2020, leaving behind the legacy that was Destiny for me. But I never gave up my interest in Destiny, watching videos about the current state of the game, reviews about expansions, how players felt about the changes and the progression of the franchise, and news about Bungie and how things were handled. So as a retired veteran Guardian, I watched and listened. And I hear the call. As current events unfold and I heard about the announcement of the last update on the 9th of June 2026 and the end of service for Destiny 2, planned layoffs after ending development and the focus on Marathon rather than Destiny, I'm putting on my Hunter's Cloak for one more time. For one last stand against all odds, and Guardians make their own fate. For the sake of the community, to all my friends and memories, I want to fight for something that was dear to my heart. So I'm back. And I encourage every other Guardian out there to come back, make a stand against corporate greed. As we stand unite, we make a change. Recently there has been a lot of rumors surrounding the continuation of Destiny. From talk about a new Destiny, from Destiny 3, to piecing together really convincing conspiracy-like arguments that for one may seem like copium, but on the other hand it just shows how much Destiny is beloved by so many. Copium here is a sign that we care, and the petition that was shared and signed from a lot of Guardians shows that too. As I'm working on this video, player numbers have already risen, and Guardians are gathering and preparing for the new update. Tweets about how our Guardians make their own fate and about showing up on the 9th give us hope and connection, to fight for the game and for the purpose. Let's join friendly forces together to show corporate Sony that Destiny is not dead yet. And what a big mistake it would be to shut down service for a game that has a community that shows up and is alive. Like we've seen in the chat of the State of Play event, where all you could see was messages about Destiny and that we wanted to continue. Logging in for the first time after years, hearing the music again and seeing my characters had me excited and nostalgic immediately. After being bombarded and a little overwhelmed by all the changes, visiting the tower after all these years, it felt like returning home. Like meeting an old friend, years apart. Running my first missions, aiming, shooting, sliding, the atmosphere and the music. The feeling of Destiny and how there's really nothing quite like it. Muscle memory kicked in really fast and it just felt good to play again very quickly. And geez, can a game look good on the lowest settings like this? I quickly realized though that to really hop on, I'm gonna need to get all the expansions. So I checked on Steam and it said that with a discount of 60% it's still gonna be 70 euros. So well, that was that for me. I'm not willing to pay that. Not so fast though. Since Steam codes exist, I went on the website iniba.com and got myself all the DLC for about 20 euros, which I was willing to pay. I mean, the newest DLC was about 15 and the rest were available for a few cents. Link in the description. So right now I'm playing through all the campaigns I have available, working on leveling up and gearing up. And one thing I realize is that I'm not really coming back for the loot or god rolls or something like that. And I'm definitely not coming back for all the good decisions Bungie and Sony made over the years. But I'm coming back because for me, Destiny was always about the people in the community. This movement is for all the people and friends we've made, for all the raids we've beat together, and the random stuff we would do after. If it was just hanging out in the tower and talking, or joining the Crucible for some competitive action. There's a few days left till the final update, Moments of Triumph, drops. For this I wanna be there, and I have a mission. To reach the max level, find fellow Guardians to fight alongside one more time, for a good clan to join, and to help new lights. And to see if the community still has that spark I fell in love with. I left Destiny behind 6 years ago, but now I'm returning for one last stand, searching for the thing that made Destiny special in the first place. The people. And if you're a Guardian watching this, and you're coming back too, feel free to hit me up in-game. If you would like to support my channel, where I love to talk about purpose, gaming, personal and spiritual growth, liking and subscribing is a nice and free way that really helps me out. Thank you. Meet you at the tower. For the purpose.